We're on our way to our first blood test. Beep, 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 beep. We've got 100 things. And beacon genetic screening. That's the one they said it was going to be $250. We had to make sure we got money in our account.
We don't make money.
Because we're spending a lot on the wedding and the house.
I don't know. I think they bill you.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I
Anyway.
don't think the pathology is like, take your money now, please.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anyway, we'll find out. And then later this evening, we have our radiology appointment for the HSG.
Yes.
Alright, keep you updated. Woo! Just got all my blood taken.
You didn't faint.
I didn't faint. I was a little bit worried about fainting because I fainted before when I donated blood, and they took like 6 vials, and then there was a whole thing about the bloods and
Did you get a letter?
my address. I had like 3 addresses on the system, and then so it took a bit longer. I also had to do a vaginal swab, which I wasn't expecting, but that was all fine because I got to do it myself at least.
Of course you did.
Well, like when you do it, they do a pap smear, they do it for you.
I could have done it for you.
Thanks. Anyway, and it cost us $595 plus $70. Oh, we didn't pay that.
No, it's $5.95 all up.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's $5.95 all up, but they told us it would be $250 plus $70, but it was a lot more than
It
that.
was a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Today's bulk bill though, our other tests.
most of them, yes. Oh, the afternoon one, yeah.
Okay.
And that's us. Peace.
Hi. She's so pretty.
Thank you.
She looks so good looking.
I'm so tired.
Waking up from a nap.
So we went to our
HSG test.
oh. What do you think this is?
We're still out of it. I thought you were gonna
You tell.
So Eleanor had her HSG test and I wasn't allowed in, and I was really, really anxious sitting out there because I was really worried about you.
I don't know why. It's not a massive thing.
But
They put the straw into your cervix and then blow up a balloon
open to uterus.
in your uterus, and then put the dye in your uterus, and then it goes out your ovaries if they're open. And like, it's pretty unnecessary for someone who doesn't have fertility issues to do, but we have to do it to get onto the program. And they kept telling me like, oh, it's kind of like a pap smear, like, oh, you know, like it might hurt, this and that, la la la. And I was like, well, pap smears don't hurt, so, you know, it's gonna be okay. But like, it really fucking hurt. When they put the straw in, I was like, ow. And then when they blew up the balloon, I was like, ow. And then when they shoot that dye through, I was like, fuck. I was like, ow, it really hurt.
And I'm in the waiting room hearing her going, ow, 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 and oh my god, that hurts so much. And all I hear is the nurses being like, it's okay, just breathe through it, you're fine. I'm like, what is happening in there? I feel terrible.
I'm a bit of a fainter as well, so I immediately turned like ghost white, and then they're like, do you feel hot? And I was like, yes, because I felt so hot and I could taste metal, and I was fainting. So they tilted my bed upside down and then put a flannel on me and like all this la la la. And then I had to lie there for ages because I just kept feeling like faint every time I sit up.
They brought me in to see the results.
Which is fine, by the way.
Yeah, the results are fine. They were good. And by then Eleanor had told them our whole story. And I'm not a friend. Not
Oh
a
yeah,
friend.
the older nurse was like, "What's your friend's name?" It's like, "She's not my friend." I already said same anyway, because she asked me about like, "Do you have any previous pregnancies and all of this, like, la la," and then I was like, and then she's like, "Oh, so like, experiencing infertility," and I was like, "Well, no, because like, well, we're same-sex relationships, so it's like we don't know. It's not like we're trying or anything." And
our conclusion was, if you've had previous pregnancies and starting a fertility just to get pregnant, not for infertility, you shouldn't have to have this test.
yeah, it's so painful. And I like fainted and it was so embarrassing. And then I couldn't even walk out. Like I started getting like black vision, and then so she just brought me a wheelchair to the car.
Which
So embarrassing.
she like was this older nurse who kind of did what you were told to do, and she's like, go get the car around. I'm like, it's right, like it's 2 bays from the entrance, like this is unnecessary, but I didn't want to argue with her, so I just moved the car the 2 spaces forward and waited, and I saw her get the wheelchair and wheel Eleanor out.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, but they were really nice. They were all
they were actually quite, they were beautiful actually.
When
like,
you're lying upside down on a bed
with your vag out,
with your vulva
literally
in the wind,
vulva and vag.
Vulva, vag, my cervix was pretty much out. Jeez. Oof.
Ooh.
Nah, they were really nice. They were like, "What's your partner's name?" I was like, "Elle." They're like, "Keep your eyes open." I'm like, literally,
well, when
fainting my butt off.
I got in and they were like, "Elle this, Elle, and I'm like, why are they overcompensating for something? Like, why do they keep saying my name? And then when you said about the friend, I was like, makes sense.
They were nice though.
They were.
I had a very young doctor, and then so they were like putting this like sheet. It's like a big blue. It's like a blue sheet with like a rectangle cut out of it. They just have they put it all around, and they just have my vagina out. She was very young. I think she still had braces, but she was still a very good doctor. She had the other senior doctor with her, and then they're like putting this, and she's like, the doctor's like, "No, the other way," and then she's like turning around, and it like has the thing, I can see it. It says like top, like an arrow. And they're like, "Which way does this go?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." They're like, "Don't worry, we know what we're doing. It's fine." We're
sure
just
they
joking.
do.
No, they were great though.
The senior doctor was very joyful.
Yeah, I like doctors like that.
Her name was Joy.
Yeah.
She was funny though. She came back with coffee and she was like,
Did she?
Yeah, you didn't see. She came back with her colleague and had coffee, and then they're like, "Let's go find the doctor." And she was back in time. She had her coffee.
Yeah.
I felt useless.
I was like, "Fuck, this hurts." I was like, "Do I even want to have a baby?" That like fucking hurt, because they blow up this balloon inside of you, and it's like the most, like your uterus goes from like this, like, and then it's like,
get out.
Most intense period pain. I was like, but you only have to do it for 30 seconds and then it's over.
They were saying if you get like the worst period pain you get, the worst pain you get for this procedure. I'm a bit concerned for when I have to do it.
Yeah.
Good thing it's like 2 years away.
Take some painkillers before you go in.
Yeah, they don't tell you that. They should tell you to take some ibuprofen or something, or both, before you go in.
Then they give you this big pad to wear on the way out because you've got dye coming out of you.
Sticky, oily stuff.
Yeah.
Eleanor was like, "Is this the pad you get after birth?" I'm like, "No, that's just the pad they give you in hospital."
So big.
Well, we should have thought about it, actually.
Very effective. still got it on actually.
Gotta take that.
You were telling me before about the meeting?
Oh, yeah. So afterwards, I sent an email to the donor coordinator, just kind of, one, us being impatient, two, informing them that we've finished all our testing and stuff. And she said that we're on her recall list for the 6th of September to start looking at donors. And then she said, we'll book you in for the 24th of September to start going through and choosing donors. So I don't know if she means that she'll send us the donor stuff on the 6th or whether we have to wait until the 24th.
What's a recall
now.
list?
Well, like, you know, she's got us down for the 2 month and then
Okay.
6 month. So the 6 months is 6th of November to see the psych again. So she's on it. I guess maybe. So in meeting
on the 24th of November, September, we go into the office.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have like an appointment with her.
And then we get to talk about where we're at with the donors. Yeah, it's such a, like, there's so many steps. Like, they gave us this big thing that outlined everything before, but, like, I don't know.
I feel like it doesn't
really tell you anything,
No.
even though it tells you so much.
Yeah.
It's not really clear still.
And, like, one of the reasons I even thought about going with them is that they're pups. Oh my god.
Puppy!
Pups!
I was on a work conference call from home and I accidentally didn't realise I was unmuted. And I was like, Bob, stop barking! And then the lady was running the meeting. She's like, oh, someone's dog's trying to join the meeting. Like,
Oops.
I really thought I was on mute. Good thing I didn't swear, that's all I can say, hey.
Yeah, they have their fee structure very outlined, like very open. And then we realised that it is way more expensive than what they tell you.
Yeah.
Way more. Like, there's so many hidden, I guess they're not hidden, but like
When they did tell us
specific costs.
that would be $250 for that beacon screening, genetic,
yeah,
whatever. And then when we get there, it was like, well, we ended up paying
so it was
$5.95.
Yeah,
With that was an extra, so it was like $5.20.
that's fucked.
Or did she say $5.20?
No, $5.95.
Yeah, but that was including the $70.
Yeah.
Or did they tell us that it was $5.20?
Or maybe she did actually say it was $5.20. Either way, very
I don't
expensive.
know. We've had a lot going on. It's hard to keep track of all these expenses.
But when you don't expect it, you know, like, because
I feel like they did tell us that now. $5.20 rings a bell.
does it?
Maybe I got it confused. I think maybe this test was $2.50, but we were lucky enough to go to a bulk billing place, so we didn't have to pay for this one.
Thankfully.
Mm.
Kind of evened out then, I guess, but...
We should go. We're going to be late for dinner.
Alright. You look very pretty. Look at this radiant angel.
You look very pretty too.
Look at this red. Oh. Alright. One last pet look. Oh. Pastel.
Pastel, don't suck on that.
Pastel.
Don't sit on my lap actually, because then we need to go.